Okay. Well, today is March 27, 2025. Hello, my name is AndreyMora Interview. I come from the Chair of Research and Innovation for English Teaching at UNED. I am studying English teaching and I am taking linguistic fundamentals. May I interview you for 6 to 8 minutes and record it properly to report it for our course purposes only?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So to start, could you present yourself and say what do you teach?
Well, my name is Juan Carlos Jimenez and I work in San Martin School here in Buenos Aires.
Okay. And how long have you been teaching?
Well, as an English teacher, like 10 years or 11 years,
Mm-hmm.
I've been working in the same school.
Okay, perfect. And in all those years, which grades have you taught the most?
I think first cycle, second and third grade.
Okay. And now, could you tell me what is the part that you enjoy the most about teaching English?
Okay, I like playing with them and also singing, dancing. And sometimes I make jokes with them also. But playing with them, they sing together or we sing
Mm-hmm.
together.
Okay, excellent. Now that we know a little bit more about you, let's talk about teaching grammar and syntax. So, could you tell me what do you think about this? How do you manage grammar teaching?
Well, now in this year or in the last 10 years, in the last 5 years, I have been using videos because in those videos, the person explains the grammar, then we can explain a little in the classroom, and also we use worksheets and practices these
Mm-hmm.
topics. These topics.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. And are there any grades that you consider is more difficult than the others?
Sometimes sixth graders are a little difficult because not only because they don't have good behavior in some cases, but also because some of them come from schools where they didn't study English before.
Okay, yeah. And is there any tip or technique that you use to teach those difficult grades?
Well, I have to in sixth grade, for example,
Mm-hmm.
I also use videos as I told you before, and then I have to make two groups, I have to give them different activities. For example, if the student having studying in the school from first grade to sixth grade, I
Mm-hmm.
can use the activities a little more difficult activities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if they come from another school, I have to manage the level and teach them in a different way,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a curricular accommodation or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. And do you consider that teaching grammar in a first and second cycles is important?
Well, in second cycle, we start with shouldn't, and see in fifth grade, I think, if the third condition, I think,
Mm-hmm.
um, it is important because in, they are close to being in the high school, then they are going to have a higher, or they're going to have higher
Uh-huh.
higher level of grammar, and then they have to be prepared to understand that when they go to high school.
Yeah. Okay. And has the way of teaching grammar changed in the last years?
A little because 7 years ago we had, or 8 years ago, we had a different syllabus, an easier syllabus,
Mm-hmm.
and the grammar is a little it's harder in this new syllabus,
Uh-huh.
or it has a higher level
Mm-hmm.
in this new syllabus.
Okay, perfect. And now to finish the interview, do you regret to become an English teacher?
Well, I like to work with kids. I enjoy teaching them, teaching not only English but another things like protecting the nature, respecting people and other
Mm-hmm.
values. Uh, I like that. It is sometimes um, a little
Mm-hmm.
tiring to work with kids,
Yeah.
mainly with first cycle. But I like to be an English teacher.
Okay, perfect. So this is the end of the interview. It was a pleasure to do this interview to you. So thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye bye.